we just here to talk about Metro more. I don't think this the news on Metro and Future will stop until the other installment we're supposed to get around April 12th. I thought it was this week. No, it's gonna be the week after. So April 12th, we should be getting another album from Future and Metro. We'll see how that one sounds. I feel like also that's why we got some teasers of features on there like The Weeknd and Thugger Thugger, because they're potentially on the other album. We will see what happens. I can't wait for it. Now, besides all that, and also shout them boys out, cause Like That went #1. So shout them boys out. You know what I'm saying? Probably my favorite song on that shit. Honestly, and I apologize, whatever I said in my review about Ain't No Time, that shit is great. I've been bumping that. But it's probably still Young Metro. Young Metro just hard. I love that song. But anyways, with that being said, Metro Boomin claims certain rappers are scared to support him and Future's album. So let me catch you up if you haven't been paying attention. Basically, Metro and Future dropped if we don't sorry about that. We Don't Trust You. That came out. Apparently, there's a beef between Future and Drake that been happening. Apparently, since I guess after or around the time Future dropped I Never Liked You and the Tims and Drake feature on that album. After that, there were some issues over there. Apparently, it could spawn from Drake doing Her Loss with 21 Savage. Other people are saying it's for a girl. It's from a girl, and Drake allegedly was pillow talking. That's why we got on the intro song. Future was setting on them subs. Metro and Drake been beef, and I still don't understand what happened. Apparently, it's about another girl as well. Yada yada yada, basically going at each other, and the whole Kendrick Lamar verse on Like That, basically saying y'all niggas is clicking up. You know what I'm saying? That's a kid with all them nines. You gotta see a pet cemetery for all y'all dogs getting buried. You heard me? All of that have you when he was basically majority of the shots were at Drake, but also had a little something for J. Cole. With that being said, now we're here. And all this have you. Now, also recently, I think I'm also going to report on that as well, but we'll talk about it here. Basically, it got to the point where I don't know if Metro's number got hacked or whatever have you, but it was basically a lot of like 416647 numbers calling his phone, and it's like, hey, niggas fuck with Drake, gang, again. And listen, as much as we fuck with Drake, that's big ops. And when it comes to women, and if this is allegedly about Drake and the intro of the album, I would believe that nigga with pillow talk. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one nigga, if you tell me, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna lie. That's number one. And number two, yeah, Drake moved with a lot of street niggas, some hood niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the money, if you will. We gotta protect it. Like, he holds a lot of people's futures in his hands, artists as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if some niggas are trying to jump out like, oh, nah, you trying to take down our gold. Oh, hell fucking no. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it fucked up. Future is a gold in Atlanta. I know a lot of niggas are listening to Honcho. Now, shut up, my nigga Honcho. I fuck with him tough. But even with that being said, like, Future is a gold. So with that being said, we here to discuss about it, because apparently he's saying people are scared to support his and Future's album. Now, basically, with him saying this, I'm like, bro, there has to be a beef here at this fucking point. Because it's like, yeah, I guess a lot of people didn't post the album. Maybe those people he's mentioning are cool with Drake. So they like, gang, we just gonna peacefully watch. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. So let's read this a little quick. Metro Boomin has suggested that there are rappers in the game that are afraid to support him and Future's new album, We Don't Trust You. While the producer did not explain why he believes artists are scared to publicly promote the project, it can be assumed that the disses against Drake have something to do with it. Shortly after the album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, Metro wrote on Twitter on Monday, I see a lot of N-words, been scared to post the album, 2 crying faces emojis. I forgive, but I don't forget. We don't trust you. No pedestrians emojis. Many fans speculate that the comment was aimed at 21. Like, see, this is the thing, though. I generally think 21 and Drake is cool, like, they friends or whatever. And then, like, yeah, he cool. We know, I know 21 and Metro's cool. I don't know 21's relationship with Future, but I think they're on good terms. With that being said, like, yeah, he's kind of in a rock and a hard place. He fuck with both sides, so it's like, he's kind of just like staying out of it, minding his business. But I don't think they were only talking to 21. There's probably other individuals they're talking to, but I get it because of the close affiliation 21 Savage and Metro Boomin have. I get that aspect as well. Who has been a close collaborator of both Metro and Drake, and who has yet to post about We Don't Trust You, although he has been relatively inactive on social media since the album's release late last month. Bro, it was a couple of weeks ago. I don't know who be writing these articles. It was literally like at the end of March. Like, what the fuck is y'all niggas talking about? Like, literally, what, the 23rd, something like that. With that being said, also, this nigga was like at Japan Disney World. Anyways, Metro dissing 21 is over. Oh, are these just people talking about it? A user replies. Okay, so these are just niggas talking about it. Metro previously told fans that artists they would have to pick a side over We Don't Trust You, which appears to have led to issues between Drake and Rick Ross, who features on the album. Rose unfollowed his Aston Martin music collaborator on Instagram, and after his ex-girlfriend was given tickets to one of Drake's show. Bro, I don't think, because, bro, this is my thing with the Rick Ross and Drake narrative that's going on. Apparently, if you don't know, there's narrative going on that Rick Ross was with the Christina Mackey girl. They broke up for whatever reason, have you, and basically Drake could have gave her, his team, whoever gave her tickets to the show. She went to the show, had a good time, yada, yada, yada. With that being said, see, this is my thing with this narrative. Why would Rick Ross beef with Drake over that? Because the whole time, the whole Meek Mill Drake thing was going, he tried to squash it, number one. I think he tried to squash it, number one. Trying to make them sit down and shit. That was number one. And then number two, like, these niggas, like, bro, he didn't beef with that nigga over all of that was going on with him and Meek. So how the fuck now you broke up with Shorty and like she's at a Drake show and this is why you're upset? Also, with that being said, everybody knows Drake be fucking people's girls. Now, yeah, you might be like, oh, no, this my dog. He wouldn't do that to me and maybe he did that to you. Again, I don't know if Drake dealt with the girl. I don't know what relationship they have. He also invited Yes Jules, but him and Kanye, bro. That nigga said, bro, I only pieced it up with that nigga for J Prince. I ain't ready to forget that nigga. So we already know what it is with him and Kanye. So that didn't surprise me. But like this is your man's. Like, this is why I'm confused. I'm perplexed at this situation. And I don't know what's going on. But with that being said, hey, let's talk about it. Where was I at? It was giving tickets to the show. Filmed himself riding around smoking a cigar while listening to Kendrick's diss verse on Like That. It is not known what could have caused their falling out other than Ross's appearance on the Metro and Future album, which contains several shots at the 6 go. Do you hear me? For his part, Drake remains defiant, saying during a concert, oh no, I'm not doing that. I think I read that in another video, bro. I'm not reading that shit again. He also seemingly addresses his growing number of enemies on Instagram, writing a caption in his post. They rather go to war with me than admit that they are their own worst enemy. And in another, I could never sell y'all out to sell my latest. Wait, hold on, sorry, 1 second. I put this shit to the side. I could never sell y'all out to sell my latest work. Never do you bad out the blue, but I'm down to make it worse. Who has also caught shots from Kendrick on Like That, has yet to issue a kind of response. We all know J. Cole's album, The Fall Off, is probably coming this year, so probably the response will be on there. And like I've been saying, as we've seen, Drake did not clear that verse he was going to do for BFB the Pac-Man on his album, so hopefully we'll get that later on. I feel bad for him that this nigga was getting a Drake verse, and sadly, because of this shit, Drake took the verse out. It does suck. With that being said, lost out on some streams, some sales. It does suck. With that being said, we're probably gonna hear the response on Cole's album, and then Drake will probably drop a project next year, and he'll have his little shots. And like I've been said, or people been saying, Kendrick probably got some shit in the tuck ready to go. So we'll see what happened. And like I said, I also mentioned apparently motherfuckers from Canada was calling him, which, hey, that is true, but I ain't gonna say. Like, y'all could get a fake number and just have the Toronto or Canada area code. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Yeah, but hey, we'll see what happens with this. Again, I don't really know where to stand. We're probably going to keep getting news until this newer album comes out by Future and Metro. So hey, we'll be here and we'll see what happens. But what do y'all feel? Comments down below, links in the description. Besides all that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ that while doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, try and hit a little moto. You hear me? I'm gone. Slime zoom. Peace out, gang. Sorry about that. Hey.